Hi, Debbie here. Well, I just ordered this Snap kit. I've never, I know a lot of you have used these already, but this is the first time for me. I I ordered this little Snap kit, and I guess it comes with the pliers and everything else, so I'm going to have to try to figure out how to use it because I use these little coin pouches or whatever you want to call them. I call it a credit card holder because I don't use a purse. I always just everything's in these, and I just stick it in my back pocket because I can't stand to walk around with a purse. Well, anyway, I need a new one. I mean, this one's still pretty in good shape, but I need a new one. And I saw this video of making one, and it uses the little snap thing here. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'll walk you through. It's not really a tutorial on how to make it, but I will show you me making it, more or less, certain steps of it anyway. And I've already made practice ones. I wanted to show you what I'm talking about. It doesn't have the little snap on it, but it's like, and your little credit card, let me show you. Your little cards just slip right in. So you can just put your little, and it just slips in. And then it snaps. So I was just going to make a couple of these. This was my practice one. So I'll walk you through this one that I'm making, and let me just slip that in here, because if I don't, okay, I got a lot of stuff on this table for me working. I just want to get that lost in the shuffle. So anyway, let me show you what I'm going to be doing next to start making this little credit card holder. Okay, well, the first thing I needed to get a piece of fabric that's I'm going to go. Let me show you both. This is going to be 38 centimeters by 12, or it's going to be 15 inches by 4 3/4. And this is the little fabric that I'm going to be, the design I'm going to use for my little wallet here. I wanted something a little bright. And the first thing I need to do is I'm going to come up 12 centimeters and make a line. So that's, and I got my little, so that's the first thing. So I just come up 12 centimeters. I usually work with inches, but the video that I got this from, which I will link in the description box below, is in centimeters, so I went ahead and I'm just going to be doing it in centimeters. But you can convert it. So I marked the 12. So what I'm going to do now is just make a line at that mark. Let me make sure I have this level. Yeah, you got to make sure everything's straight. That you got to do. Make it straight. So I got it right there. Okay, and then the next step is I need to just bring this up like this, and then I need to iron it, and then I'm going to flip it over and then bring this other part up and iron it. So let me go do that because I'm going to do that off camera. So let me go do my ironing. Okay, so I folded it up and I ironed it, and then I flipped it over and I folded it, and then I folded this back up. And then what I need to do now is I need to bring this down, and I'm going to press it, and then I'll come back and I'll show you because I need to do some markings on here before I start sewing. Okay, so let me show you. So I brought this down. So this is the folded part right here. So I need to mark on here for my stitch line, and also I need to mark where I'm going to have my little curves. So I just take this, and I got to tilt this way because I'm on this side of the camera. And I do it about, I guess, I usually go about a quarter of an inch, not a quarter, yeah, about a quarter of an inch. I'm going to make all the way around a mark. See, I'm going to make a little mark. And I just line it up with my ruler and do a quarter of an inch. And I want a little curve at the top. So I just have this little keychain I'm using as a guide. And I'm just going to make a little curve in the corner with this. So I just line it up to the, I just go all the way up until it touches the other lines. And then I just make a curve. So that's where I'm going to stitch. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to stitch around, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Well, I'll try to edit what I just did. I meant to turn my camera off, but I left it on, so I did my ironing. Now I came back. Well, anyway, on the bottom, there's this open part. This is where you take this and you actually fold it back in. Now you leave this part out because you're going to be folding everything into the bottom here. So I'm going to just set this down because it's going to be easier for me to get into these little corners if I do it on the table. Then I'm going to take my little pokey tool and bring out these corners here. So make sure I'm all the way in. Yep. So now it looks like this, and of course then this is going to fold down, and I have to put the little snap in. Now, then I could not make heads or tail. I'm just poking this out a little bit more. The instructions that came with this. For one thing, I couldn't even really see what they were showing me here because it's so tiny, and I just couldn't figure it out. Well, anyway, I went online and I found a video that showed you how to use them. So that's what I'm going to do next. And I just need to pick a color that I want. There's so many choices. I just don't know. Something a little bright. This is really, I think I'll do this one. At the little bright little bud. So I do know I need this one. I need this one. I need another one of these guys. And then I need this one here. I'm not going to be putting this together on camera, but I will. What I need to do is just find where I want it to be. I have this little old card that I want. I'll stick it in here. That way when I poke my hole, I don't poke it all the way through where I want this to be. And I do want it kind of centered. So this is going to be centered right about here. So this is where I'm going to want it to be. So, got my little pokey tool. And I want it right about here. That way I can poke through and line it up with the one underneath. So I can make a hole here. Oh, this fabric is so so busy I can't see my hole. So let me do this off camera and I'll be right back. Ooh, first time's a struggle. Well, I got it. I got it. And this is how it turned out. So now I have another little place to put all my little cards, and this will just go in my pocket. I know it's a little off center, but that's okay. It's for me. I don't, you know. So anyway. So yeah, so this was just a little. I gotta find some more projects to use these. These are really nice. I'm gonna have fun playing with those. So I got these two here. Let's put snaps on. I also have I'm using up my scraps. So I made a bunch of these little things. They just need the snaps put on. So yeah. I was just having fun playing. Well, anyway, this is what I've been doing. Making little, I call them credit card holders because that's what I use it for. Just something I can slip in the back of my pocket. in my pants because that's what I do. Well, anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Bye for now.